Hello everyone, it's Mozzie Moz again, aka Sheila. I got quite a big response from the help tips and hints video, so I'm just going to do a second one of those. This one's mainly going to cover things a lot of people that I talk to, and I think it puts a lot of people off playing, is when you first create a character, the first thing you see when you get into the game is just a mass of just chaos. So what I'm going to cover is ways of making it a lot easier to set it all up the way you want it. Okay. First thing I'll quickly do is, in my last video I introduced you to the barter system, and I gave you a warning about people offering money which is less than what you can get off the vendor, basically. Well, here's a prime example. Fractured shards. Now if we look here, he's offering 1 gold. Okay, now if I go to the vendor and I offer to sell him the shards, he offers you 1 plat, 7 gold, 1 silver, 4 copper. So yes, be very careful about people like that. Okay, right, well, to get this video started properly, what we're going to have to do is let's create a character, which I've already done. So I basically wanted a character that was from scratch, which is the first thing you're going to see. So let's log him on. You might like his name. I think his name's quite appropriate. I don't know if this music's coming through, but it's the old EverQuest, fantastic music. Right, here we go. Vid helper. He's going to be my helper. I really hope that the music's not coming through, because it's quite loud and you won't be able to hear me. So let's just wait until it loads up. La la la. See, I don't know if it comes through. On some of my videos I've noticed slight sound effects coming through and that. So I could just be talking now and they're thinking, what's he going on about? But I can hear the EverQuest music playing in my ears. Okay, looks like we're coming in. So basically you've created your character, and this is the first thing you will see when you zone into the game. Okay, complete chaos. Alright, now let's have a look at it all. Well, see the book at the end? Okay, that's if you zone into Crescent Reach, which is one of the expansions. I'm trying to think desperately which one, and off the top of my head I can't remember, but it's basically one of the expansions. You can get to level 70, 75 just by doing quests within that expansion, so that was quite a cool thing. So basically the book it'll tell you different quests in the area, okay, that you can do. So it's a really handy like a schedule almost, and there's some nice rewards in the achievements for that. So we start off very basic stuff, okay, but you already know stuff like this, so let's move on. So when you first start the game, you've got these which will basically tell you the basic movements, okay, but quite a lot of this is just in random places and it can be quite daunting. So basically what I tend to do first is always shut down the voice bar, because it's, I don't know, I haven't used it because I always use Skype or similar, which most people do. I don't know why this takes, there we go, disable that, so that bar's now gone. Excuse me. Now we're left with these huge chat bars, okay. Some people like them. I've seen quite a lot of videos and people seem to have them there, but if you want them somewhere else, then basically what you do, and this is with any of the windows, okay, which I'll cover in a moment, if you just put your mouse over it, you get quite a lot of different things. You get an arrow, so we can make it dead big, or we can make it dead small, but be careful, because when you make it small, if you look here, this box here, well obviously if it's too small you won't see it, so just be a bit careful when you're resizing like target windows and that. Okay, but if you get the little cross like that, you can just move it anywhere you like. Okay, so I'm just going to do that with a couple of things. There we go. And then we've got the chat windows. Now, it starts you off with 2 windows. Okay, so this is the main chat window. Now, if you look at the windows, you'll see it's got a cross there and it's got a minimize square like that. The main chat window hasn't. So what that means is you cannot get rid of it. Okay, you have to have it. So what we can do again is we can move it slightly, and depending on your preferences you can make it a bit. I like to have them quite small. Okay, now I'm going to tell you a tip. Another thing when you first start playing is in your window here, so if we go for a fight, find a fight, I'm level 1, what am I going to find? Right, so I'm going to attack that snake. You'll see that everything will basically come in the same window. Okay, so you'll have all your damage that you're doing to the mob, all the damage that the mob's doing to you. If you're in a group, you'll get all their damage, any special spells, that'll all, everything will go in the same window. So let's nip that right in the bud right now. Okay, now we're going to use this chat window. Okay, we're going to right click. Is that right click? Yeah, that's right click in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to filters. Are we going to go to filters? Yes, we are. In fact, we're probably going to go to quite a few places, but filters first of all. Okay, now if you go to filters, we're going to go right to the bottom, click all. Okay, so basically everything in this list. Okay, here we go, here's the other ones. So yeah, everything in this list, the little star next to it, is now going to go to this window. I know you think I'm mad, just play along, you'll be fine. Okay, now I also want all the chat windows to go in there, so I'll have that. What else do I want? I also want all the melee, so click all, because if you're a caster you don't really want to see melee. And we'll go to spells and again click all. Okay, now every single thing, every time I cast a spell, every time someone walks near me, it will tell me in that window, right? So what I'm going to do now is shrink it right down to nothing. Okay, and then I'm going to move it up here out of the way. Alright, now here's a key point. You right click on any of the windows again, and when you've decided yes I want it there, you come here and you go to lock. Now that's very important. Okay, it will come into play why that's important in a few moments, but that is very important. Okay, so now you're thinking, well hang about, where am I going to see things? Right, well it's entirely up to you what you want to see in your windows, right? So I tend to have let's just, if we go to that new chat window, and we'll have another chat window. Okay, pop that one up there. Don't worry, these will come into play in a minute once I can shrink the thing. Okay, see with the arrow, very simple. You will unfortunately have to take a little bit of time, because part of the pleasure of playing a game is, you know, ease of use, so you need to make it, you know, good for however you want to play it. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is, usually in this chat window up here, I right click on there and I pick guild. Alright, so any of my guild bits and pieces, they'll all come in that window and nothing else. Okay, the bottom one I'll usually have, let's have a look, filters. So we'll go to chat channel and we'll have general. Alright, so general will go in there, or you might want new players, basically whichever chat you want to go in there. Okay, let's see, I mean depending on what you are, like I think this, I don't even know what this character is because I just literally created him, so there may be quite a lot of things there that you want, you know, you want to come into that window, and that is cool. The reason why we created the first window was basically just to put everything in the same window, and then you get to choose what you want in which window. Okay, you could, if you really wanted to, just go through the whole process of clicking, unclicking, clicking. It just takes too much time. This is a lot quicker. Okay, so now what we're going to find, or what we're going to see, is things that are coming in in this window, what I would normally do is just click it on group. Alright. Now, depending if you're a caster or if you're a tank, right? If I'm a caster, another one which is a handy one to have is if you go to spells, failures is good to have that. I'll explain why in just a sec. And spells again, criticals, take or leave it. I'm not really bothered about, as long as the mob dies, I don't really give a crap, so we'll take that one off. Okay. Saying MK quite a lot, I feel a slight Canadian twang, which is a brilliant country. I've got a friend in Canada and Canada. Canada? What else do I want? I'm worn off. Okay, now the only slight problem that we've got now is we've got a few things going in there. Alright, if you notice, general is in grey and everything else is in white. Okay, so what we can do is if we go to options, which is the third button in, okay, I'm going to try and stop saying that now because it's annoying me. Now if we go to colour, you'll see that lots of different things have colour, different colours. Okay, so if we go to, it'll take you a moment to find them, but if we go, let me see, what do I want? I want spell failures. Okay, now that's in red, and what we can do is you can change the colour, so you can actually decide what colour you want. Red's obviously a good colour because it means fail. You know, red doesn't mean fail, but I mean, you know, it means bad. So if a spell fails, then straight away you'll see in red writing fail, so you'll know that that spell's failed. Okay. If the spell's worn off, it'll come up in yellow. So a lot of them are preset to a decent colour, and you don't have to worry about mixing up different colours. But as you can see, quite a lot of the text is still white, or you might not like the colours that they are, so you can simply change them to whatever colour you're happy with. Okay. So back to the window. So we lock them. Okay, we got other windows, like you got your actions window. Pop that over there. Okay, extended target, that's obviously an important window. Later on you will have to, depending if you get the AAs, but you, like mine's about that big. Okay, so you can, that will fill up later on, but at the moment you can leave it as it is. Now, another good thing is if we right click again on any of the chat windows, and if we go, let me just get my memory. Yeah, if we go to background and click texture, you can have a texture. Some people don't. I prefer the transparent effect. You can do all sorts of these windows. The only suggestion I can give you is just play around with it. You can play with the alpha. So if we make that 0, the window completely disappears, but then you get the text. Okay, can be a slight problem for, you know, trying to change it, but have a play with these. You can do, you know, the customization is quite good already within Windows. I'm just trying to fix that back. Alright, so yeah, have a play with those. Now we've got these windows here. Alright, now these are what's known as a taskbar. Most of us call it spell bar, really, because all the spells that you get will go into them. Alright, I'll show you a bit more of that when we go back to Sheila, because at the moment obviously I'm level 1 and I've got no spells. Alright, so as you can see, it's looking a lot better, a lot more neater than it originally did. Okay, put the target there. Again, you can put these wherever you want, you know, but once you put them there, right click and lock it. So we're going to right click and lock these. Alright, now like I say, you're going to take quite a bit of time to do this. You can, you know, I don't group with a lot of bards, so I don't usually have songs on. There's, you know, quite a lot you can take off and change. They can also be controlled by the window selector, so I'm going to move that down here and lock that. Okay, so you've taken the time now to do your UI how you like it. Alright, so am I going to have to do this with every single tune? Well, no, you're not. Alright, what I'm going to do now is once you've actually put the effort in and done the set out the way you like it. Some people on alts, we like to vary it and that, but most of us, once we've got set in our ways, we have it the way, you know. So what you can do is, if you click on the options, and on the first tab, the general tab, we've got a thing here called copy layout. So if you click on that, that will open up this window, and every character that I've ever had is in there in one shape or form. Okay, now I'm going to use Sheila. Now if you can see there, we've got two on Sheila. We've got windowed, and we've also got 1360 by 768. Alright, now that will depend on your computer and depend on, you know, but as you can see it says. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that one. I want all the hot buttons the same, I want the layout the same, and socials the same. I always do that, I don't know why. So now I'm going to copy it. Alright, it will freeze for a minute, and then what you'll see, hopefully, excuse me, hopefully if it's gone right, it will transform this mess into come on, there we go. Now you can see it looks slightly out of, but it's the way I have it on my main character. That's the point. Unfortunately, and I don't know why this is, when you do this, the hot buttons seem to melt together, as you can see, right? So this is what you do to get around that. All you need to do, where is it? Oh, I might have locked them. Yeah, they're locked. Alright, so we'll unlock it. If you want to make any changes to any of the windows at any other time, you need to unlock them. Alright, once they're locked, you can't move them or do anything with them. So simply what we're going to do with that is pull it until that goes there, let go, and then do that with all of them. So you have to unlock them all. There's other things like button size. You can change a lot of things. You have a little look around and unlock that, pull that, boom, and then what I can do is I move them all closer together like that. Again, however you want it, but that's the only change you need to make. The rest of it, as we will find out in a sec, is the same as my main character. Okay, so that's a few tips for you, because I know that quite a lot of people get quite annoyed. EverQuest have made a lot of changes. I mean, back in the day when we had to hail people and then look for the words and then have to type it in, that put a lot of people off playing. I can say that because I've got like 4 children, and each of them have all tried EverQuest, and that is the one thing that each of them said put them off. The UI windows and the fact that you had to type things in. Have I camped? Oh, it's probably gone in that window up there. I was looking for the countdown thing. So, and basically, you know, EverQuest have now changed it, so you just hail the NPC and look for the blue writing. Again, now I can hear the EverQuest music, so I'm not sure if everyone else can. If they can, then I apologise, and if you can't, then I'm going to sound like a raving lunatic. Just one quick thing. Actually, I'll wait till the music stops, just in case you can hear the music. How unprofessional. I want to be a radio DJ, so if there's any radio stations out there that I'll talk about anything. Anyway, come on, finish the music. Apologies if you're on your way out and you've just clicked on this video thinking it was just going to be a quick, you know, a quick one. Now, as you can see, this is Sheila's, and everything is the same as on the other one, even down to the fact that I've shut that window down. Alright, so what else was it? Oh, that's basically it. But what I will say is, after I finish babbling, you'll see a little bit more video, and what that is the winners. I say winners of the last video. The reason I gave 2 people. The winner I gave the 50k to, which you'll see, and then straight away, literally a fraction of a second after they sent me the keyword, which was salt, this other poor guy or girl sent me the right answer again, so I felt a little bit, oh. So basically I gave them 25k, and then there was confusion because the first guy that came, I thought that was the person who had won the 25k. So I'm right in the middle of filming. This is live right now. This is happening. Just, you will be. It's my, I don't know what are you to me anyway? Nephew. It's my nephew. He's a brainy kid, apparently. You brainy? Are you? You're in university, aren't you? There you go. Anyway, enough about him. Just do whatever you're doing. Do it quietly. Do I want a brew? No, this one's still hot. I'll be alright. I might have one in a minute. See, now I've lost my train of thought. Oh, damn. What was I saying? Let me get... oh, yeah. So, so the first guy comes, or first lady comes, and I give them 25k. And they even said thanks. They didn't say, whoa, 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 hang about. And then I suddenly realised, because I positioned their chat windows so I'd know which was the 50k and which was the 25k. And then I suddenly realised, oh, damn, you're the 50k. So I gave them another 25k. And, yeah, it all went fine in the end. And then the person came. And so that's why I gave 2 prizes out. So I'm going to do the same this one, sod it. So, keywords, Fox, F-O-X. So, the first person to come to send me a whisper on the Antonius Bale server with the answer, which is Fox, they'll get 50k. And the second person, excuse me, the second person that does it, they'll get 25k. Alright, so there's 2 prizes up for grab. So, like I say, I'm going to shoot now, but there will be a bit more video after this. So keep watching and subscribe or leave comments and have fun. If there's anything else that you want me to do any videos on, or if you think that there's more aspects of this that you'd like to cover, I said in the last video I am going to do a follow-up to the Enchanter AAs, because there's quite a lot. The more I look, the more I find. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing a follow-up to that. So again, thanks for watching. It's me again. I've just realised something. Now, this is actually in the future, so the video's already been done, and I've already done the speech, all the wordy bits for it, and it's only when I'm looking back on it that I've suddenly realised there's a big chunk missing. Because at one point I'm saying, oh, well, I'll show you more about the spell bars when I get back on Sheila, and then when I zone back on Sheila, I didn't tell you anything. So as soon as I've finished this recording, I'm going to do another mini video which is to be added. So when this gets uploaded, I'll upload the extension to this video. Alright, which I will cover things like putting clicky items in your hotbar, taskbar, putting spells in there. So yeah, I will be covering stuff like that. So anyway, sorry about that. Sounded a bit weird, but never mind. I thought, well, I might as well tell you now, while because this would be a bit boring. This was really funny because I felt so bad. Because I only gave him 25k when I should have given him 50. I did. He gets to 50. You'll see it. And then I give the other one 25k. So yeah. Anyway, should I keep talking to the end? Might as well. What can we talk about? Fox's Glacier fruits. They've got a lot smaller. I've realised. Definitely a lot smaller. I only know that because I've got a bag. And they're a lot smaller. Here's a joke I heard off the telly, which I thought was really funny. I think it was David Beckham, some story about his kids. And anyway, the joke is, what did the elephant say to the naked man? How do you eat with that? That is just funny. I think that's hilarious. It's not one of my jokes, of course. But yeah, as soon as I heard that, I thought it was really funny. Right, coming to the end now. So yeah, watch the next bit after this, and